The camera fades in from darkness. A vast, pristine lake stretches endlessly beneath a sky thick with drifting clouds. The reflection of the heavens shimmers across the glassy surface, rippling gently as a lone, wooden boat drifts silently forward. Mist clings to the water like a living thing, curling and shifting with the motion of the wind. This is Switzerland at its most hauntingly beautiful, a world seemingly detached from time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey unlike any other. We are beginning our descent onto the mirror-like waters of this Alpine paradise. The mist rolls across the surface, a spectral dance between the elements, but this is only the beginning. Ahead lies a landscape that will defy belief, a road that whispers of forgotten stories, and a path that beckons the daring to follow. Hold on tight, because what comes next will take your breath away. The camera moves forward, revealing the boat reaching the edge of the lake. The perspective shifts as we step onto a narrow, winding road carved alongside the water's edge. It is a lonely path, flanked on one side by the wide, glistening expanse of the lake and on the other by towering rock faces draped in emerald moss. A light drizzle begins to fall, the droplets forming tiny rivulets that trickle down the ancient stone. Now, take a deep breath. Do you feel it? The crispness of the alpine air, the scent of damp earth mingling with the distant fragrance of pine. There are places in this world where nature still holds dominion, where history lingers in the very air. This is one of them. And yet, despite the serenity, there is an uncheckable sensation, a quiet sense of something watching from beyond the veil of mist. The road stretches ahead, opening into a broader expanse. The trees give way to rolling meadows, a canvas of endless green extending toward the distant mountains. Shadows shift as the clouds part momentarily, revealing the golden glow of the sun piercing through. Ladies and gentlemen, witness the splendor of the Swiss countryside. Here, the land stretches in undisturbed beauty. But look closely. Do you see them? The lone houses scattered across the landscape, their aged timber and stone foundations standing firm against the passage of time. These are remnants of a past that refuses to fade. Their windows, dark and empty, hold secrets long forgotten. Who lived here? Who walked these fields before us? And more importantly, why did they leave? The road narrows once more, leading toward a river that cuts through the valley like a silver vein. The current is strong, the water rushing over smooth stones in a ceaseless murmur. We are crossing into deeper territory now. The world behind us fades, swallowed by the mist, and ahead lies the unknown. The bridge creaks beneath our weight, whispering its protest against the years. It has seen travelers come and go, some returning, some vanishing into the wilderness beyond. What awaits on the other side? As the path winds onward, civilization grows sparser. The landscape unfolds in vast swaths of untouched earth. Rolling hills stretch endlessly, their green coats blending into the horizon. The sky above shifts, clouds moving in slow procession, casting shifting shadows upon the land. Here, where the road is but a whisper against the grandeur of nature, one can truly feel the weight of isolation. It is beautiful, yes, but it is also vast, endless, overwhelming. The air hums with silence, broken only by the distant cry of a bird soaring overhead. And still, there is the ever-present feeling that we are not alone. Further ahead, a cluster of old buildings emerges from the sea of green. They stand defiant against the elements, their wooden beams and stone walls bearing the marks of time. Unlike the scattered homes before, these structures seem deliberate, their placement precise. A village, perhaps long abandoned, the wind whispers through the cracks, carrying the scent of damp wood and age. There is something unsettling about these ruins. The way they stand together as though frozen in conversation. Look at the windows, the doorways left ajar. Have they been untouched for centuries, or has something been here recently? Step closer, listen, can you hear it? The faint creak of a door swinging in the breeze, the echo of footsteps that do not belong to us. The path ahead is narrow, winding like a serpent through an open expanse of grassland. The wind howls across the plains, bending the tall blades of grass into undulating waves. The sun hangs low in the sky, its golden light washing the land in hues of amber and crimson. This is a place untouched by time, where the echoes of history still whisper through the air. We are now stepping deeper into the heart of the wilderness. This road, scarcely traveled, leads toward the very edge of civilization. There are no signs, no markers to indicate where it may end. The only guide we have is the land itself, stretching before us in vast, unbroken beauty. The trees ahead grow denser, their gnarled branches stretching out like skeletal fingers. The path weaves between them, the light dimming as the forest thickens. The distant call of a bird pierces the silence, but it is soon swallowed by the oppressive quiet. The air is different here, heavier, charged with an unseen energy. Something about this place feels different. The silence is unnatural, thick like a fog that clings to the skin. Look closely. Do you see the way the trees twist, their roots breaking through the earth like grasping hands? This is no ordinary forest. It holds secrets, buried beneath the soil, waiting for those brave enough to uncover them. A wooden sign stands ahead, barely visible through the overgrown foliage. Its paint is faded, its edges worn by time. The lettering is in a language long forgotten, its meaning lost to history. Beyond it, the trees part slightly, revealing the ruins of an ancient settlement. Moss-covered stones stand in defiance of nature's grasp, remnants of a world once alive, now reduced to whispers in the wind. We have stumbled upon something truly remarkable. This was once a village, a home to those who walked this land before us. What happened here? Why was it abandoned? The remnants of life still cling to these ruins, a rusted lantern hanging from a crumbling doorway, a weathered chair left to decay beneath the open sky. The past lingers here, waiting to be remembered. As we move through the ruins, a strange sensation washes over us. The wind stills, the air thick with anticipation. Shadows dance at the edge of our vision, flickering like candlelight. The silence is no longer empty, it is filled with something unseen, something watching. Do you feel it, that unmistakable sensation, the prickling at the back of your neck? We are not alone. Perhaps it is only the remnants of history lingering in this place, or perhaps something else. There are places in this world where time does not flow as it should, where echoes of the past refuse to fade. This is one of those places. A doorway, half buried in the earth, stands ajar at the far edge of the village. It is different from the others, newer, less affected by time. The ground around it is disturbed, the soil freshly turned. Someone has been here recently. A decision looms before us. Do we venture inside, or do we turn back and leave the mysteries of this place untouched? This is a choice not to be taken lightly. Beyond that doorway lies the unknown, a place where reality may bend and the past may reach out to touch the present. What secrets hide in the darkness below? Are we prepared to find out? With a deep breath, we step forward. The door groans on its rusted hinges, revealing a staircase leading down into blackness. The air grows colder with each step, the walls closing in as we descend into the earth. The sound of our footsteps echoes around us, a reminder that we are venturing where few have dared before. This is it. We are crossing the threshold into a forgotten world, where history and mystery intertwine. Every step takes us deeper, not just into the earth, but into the unknown. Hold on to your courage, for what lies ahead may change everything we thought we knew. At the bottom of the staircase, a vast chamber opens before us. Torches line the walls, their flames flickering in defiance of the consuming darkness. Strange symbols are carved into the stone, their meanings lost to time. The air hums with an energy both foreign and familiar, as though the very walls are alive with memory. What is this place? A temple, a tomb. The air is thick with stories left untold, with voices long silenced. Look at these carving scenes of people, of rituals, of something ancient moving through the shadows. We are standing in a place where history has been preserved, hidden away from the world above. But why and by whom? A noise, a whisper, a breath breaks the silence. It is not ours. The torches flicker violently, the shadows stretching and twisting as if alive. The ground beneath us trembles slightly, a warning or an invitation. The sensation of being watched intensifies, the weight of unseen eyes pressing down. The torches flicker, their glow barely pushing back the suffocating darkness. The air is thick with an almost tangible energy, something unseen yet undeniably present. The carvings on the walls seem to shift when looked at from the corner of the eye, their details warping and twisting into new shapes. The whispering grows louder, but the words remain unintelligible, a chorus of voices speaking from beyond time. This place is alive, not in the way of breathing things, but in a deeper, more unsettling sense. It watches, it listens, and perhaps it remembers. A distant sound echoes through the chamber, a deep, rhythmic pounding, like the beating of a great unseen heart. Dust falls from the ceiling as the vibrations grow stronger, reverberating through the very walls of the underground temple. It is neither natural nor mechanical, it is something else entirely, something that defies understanding. A gust of wind rushes past, though there should be no wind this deep underground. The shadows flicker unnaturally, twisting into unfamiliar shapes. The whispers return, but this time, they do not speak in words, they cry, they wail. A chorus of sorrow and agony that seeps into the very marrow of our bones.